Better hurry up.
Before your date gets her.
Might beat you up.
In this video, I'm gonna show you guys how to approach and pick up a cute girl that you see as you're going about your day. Maybe she's standing or maybe she's sitting somewhere. You're gonna see the whole thing from start to finish. And make sure you watch until the very end because it's gonna be interesting because she's gonna tell me that she has a boyfriend. You guys are gonna see how I overcome that. This was done with my meta glasses so you can get a very nice POV perspective. Let's jump into it.
Hey, sorry I'm late.
Huh?
Sorry I'm late.
Sorry you're late?
Yeah, for our date, you know?
For my date?
For our date.
I'm actually waiting on my date.
Oh, really?
So this, for some reason, she just can't hear me, but this is a common opener I use. I love this when it looks like the girl's just standing around or sitting, waiting for someone or something. I'll just say, hey, sorry I'm late. Pause, wait for the girl to be like, oh, what are you late for? I'll be like, our date. And it's a little cheesy, but I find it works really well. It gets the conversation started on a nice flirty note because it's like you're already talking about the date. So I think it's a funny way to approach a girl. But again, this only works if she's like, looks like she's waiting for something.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a first,
No.
second
No.
boyfriend?
Yeah.
In Miami, those don't mean as much as they do in other places.
That's why I have free.
I know, you give me that single vibe.
I give you a single vibe?
Yeah, the free spirit vibe.
So the key thing here is, even though she says that she has a boyfriend, right? Look at her body language. She's kind of flirting with me. She's holding strong eye contact, right? If she, for example, wasn't interested at all, she'd be kind of looking around. She'd be looking directly at me. And then when I made that joke that like, those don't mean much, right? She would have been like, wait, no, hang on. I love my boyfriend or something like that. But she started kind of giggling at that, right? Which shows me that either she's just doesn't give a shit about this guy or it's just not a serious relationship. Like quite often girls will say I have a boyfriend when just some guy they've been hooking up with, but they don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm waiting on this guy that I've been fucking for 3 months.
No, you give me that single vibe.
I give you a single vibe?
Yeah, the free spirit vibe.
I am a free spirit.
You got the tats.
I got the tats.
I got some tats too.
So here's just some like very mild frame control. I'm just trying to frame the whole thing as like, you don't really care about this guy. You're a free spirit. You want to do your thing. You're young and you want to fuck. But that's exactly what I'm trying to sub-communicate because if I say that directly, it's going to be a little tad too strong.
You got some tats.
But you have more.
I do have to say, we have matching. I have one of my dog. You have one of your dogs.
That's actually a wolf.
Oh, close enough though.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
So this was like a very mild mistake. What I should have just said is like, yeah, I know, look at that, fate, and then touch her tattoos. But because I'm such a nerd about my tattoos, I'm like, this is actually a wolf. Okay, he's from Game of Thrones.
It's almost like this is fate.
Like this is fake?
Yeah. Fate, not fake.
Oh, fake.
Yeah.
Fake.
What's your name? My name is Alex. Nice to meet you. What a small world.
What a small world.
Wow, you're probably from Jersey.
One thing I could have done better here is I could have held that handshake a little bit longer. This is a technique I like to do. I'm still a little bit caught off guard by the boyfriend thing. I'm like, fuck, is this guy going to get there any second? Do I have to rush this along? But one thing you could do is when a girl's kind of flirting back is just hold her hand for an extra few seconds to build more sexual tension.
You too?
No, I'm from Florida. Born and raised.
Really? A Florida born and raised girl?
Yeah.
I hear you guys come out like sometimes kind of crazy.
I am 100% crazy.
Salute.
Red flag right here.
I'll drink to that. So, listen, when you're not going on your date, you and I should go on a date of our own. Just start chill, have a drink, see what happens.
Martinis, though.
You don't like martinis?
No.
I'm sure you like something, though, right?
I'll have some vodka with a mixer.
That's what I used to drink when I was...
Let me kind of explain this because you might be thinking like, wait, the conversation is starting to get boring. That's by design. So typically I like to go in strong and kind of emotionally spike the girl to get her attention. Right? That's why I kind of did, sorry I'm late for our date, kind of did the whole thing about her boyfriend. I like to create like a strong initial kind of emotional, spike. And then I like to mellow it down a little bit because I find that if you just go in super strong, right, you're just constantly busting out witty lines, the girl might be laughing, she'll give you her number, but then she's going to be less receptive because she doesn't really know anything about you. So I think it's important to slow it down, even if it's like 30 seconds or a minute, and just exchange some like basic logical information with the girl so she feels like she knows you better.
20. And now I was 21, discovered tequila.
Tequila? I'll drink tequila too.
I never went back.
Mixer.
Yeah.
As long as I don't taste the alcohol, I'm fine.
I got you. Let me get your number and then we'll touch base.
Okay. Better hurry up.
Before your date gets her.
Might beat you up.
This is right here is kind of a mild shit test, right? My boyfriend might beat you up. The way to fail that shit test if I was like, oh shit, is he coming? Or like, oh yeah, well, blah, blah, blah. right? But the way to pass that is just to be nonchalant. I'm like, I don't give a shit, right? That's kind of the attractive way to pass that shit test. Now, again, even though she's logically saying she has a boyfriend, if we look at her behavior, because behavior matters a lot more than words, she has good body language. It's open towards me. She's staring me directly in the eyes. She has the kind of like the fuck me eyes, right? She's flirting along. She's being playful along. She laughed at my joke about boyfriends not being serious, right? So with all the information, I can tell that she's actually interested.
It's okay. I don't mind. I have a wolf.
Do you have a what? Is he vicious?
No, but people think he is. He's actually just like a total fucking... Right?
It is.
I don't want to get you in trouble. I'll text you later.
Okay.
Bye.
So normally I would have stayed at least a minute or two longer, right? Because I find it's better to just build a little bit more investment. I probably would have flirted with her more, but in the back of my mind, I was thinking like, well, if this guy comes, it's going to be pretty awkward. First, I'm going to blow things up for her. And second of all, it's just like, she's probably going to be less likely to just, it's probably less likely to go well if there's another guy kind of being pissed off waiting on us. So that's why I was trying to like wrap it up as soon as possible. But typically I would go for longer. But there you go. There you see it. Like cold approach pickup can be super easy. A lot of guys overcomplicate it and they make it this whole big thing. Really just about going in there, getting the girl's attention, flirting and vibing with the girl. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. And then just getting the girl's phone number, after you feel like she's invested a little bit in the conversation. And I've had, situations like this lead to hookups that happen pretty fast. Now with this girl, I didn't choose to follow her up because just like the boyfriend thing, I kind of have like a little bit of an ethical limit to which I'm not going to take it. But yeah, you can see like how this girl was definitely interested and how this was an easy way to pick up a girl despite her having a boyfriend. All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this breakdown. And if you guys want to meet more girls, whether they're single or not, check out my free Tinder guide. Link is going to be in the description to show you how to get really good photos so you start getting more matches. I read the kind of bio that makes you stand out, and of course text game, so you can turn all those leads you're going to get, whether they're single or not, and turn them into dates. Thank you guys. Link in the description. Till next time.